guys, sorry for the interruption. Rhonda's videoing us and she got choked. And it's my fault because I gave them Snickers today for Halloween. So, sorry for the interruption. So, make sure you do part 2. So, we're almost finished with our interview with Amber, but we're going to continue where we left off. So, tell us, like, I was going to do the third one of what you would want to change in the state of Tennessee. So, if we go ahead and finish with that.
Yeah, so adding childcare for everyone would be a huge deal. We have like a program in Tennessee called Temporary Assistant for Needy Families. It's TANF for short. And as of last year, there were over $700 million in the bank account for TANF recipients. TANF is a really difficult program to be on. There's so many requirements and hurdles you have to jump through, and as a very low income person, and it's only geared towards single parents. It's really hard. There's work requirements, which is not the issue, but it's really making sure that the paperwork gets turned in every single week.
Right.
And if you don't work enough hours, say your boss only gives you 28 hours that week, you have to make up those hours on that Friday, because then it's not counted for that week. Okay. It's very difficult. Anyway, so that money, they were talking about using that money for something else, but it really had nothing to do to actually help the families in Tennessee that need it. And I really focus my attention, like my whole campaign has been on working class families, because there's, the median income per capita here is $28,000 a year. That's so low. And childcare for my 2 babies is $1,600 a month, and that's at a cheaper daycare. Okay. That's what most people make for 1 month. So it's just insane. Well, this money could be used to provide childcare for everyone in the state of Tennessee, no matter what your income level is. That would open up the door for so many parents that are forced, one has to stay home while the other one works because they make more money at their job. But it causes such an economic struggle for these families, whether they're middle class or lower income or whatever. And it would help also stimulate the economy as well, because you have more people working and you have to open up more daycare. So you're going to have more workers for those daycare positions.
Okay. And so let me ask you, who would you admire on a personal level, like if it's in politics or if it's someone that you've met throughout your life? Who is someone that you would admire professionally and personally?
Professionally and personally, well, personally, I admire my grandfather.
Okay.
But professionally, I would have to say, I guess on a political scale, Bernie Sanders and AOC have been, and Elizabeth Warren as well, have been great influences on a lot of policies and everything. So trying to make sure that the little people are taken care of too.
Okay. And so why should people in East Tennessee vote for you? Why should they put you in this seat versus your component?
Well, my component actually, or my opponent.
Yeah,
sorry. my opponent, he is actually one of the reasons why Ballot Health is here.
Right.
And I want to break up that monopoly.
Okay.
So I know some people, they have their feelings about what Ballot Health is, but, earlier this year, I had broken my leg. And it was my femur, so it's a hard bone to break, but it is what it is. I had to have an MRI done, and I went through HMG, and it cost me $1,200 to have that MRI done there. If I had went through Ballot, same MRI, the same MRI machine, they would charge me $7,000. And it's like that for all the treatments. I had looked it up. I was like, what? This is outrageous. People can't afford that here. I mean, your co-pays would be outrageous on top of that. My goodness, like, but yeah, him and I've noticed that we have some similarities with our policies and what we would like to have done. I know that my opponent, he wants school vouchers, while I do not. I want more public school funding. Our teachers need professional pay.
And he's the only one that's actually running against you at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met up with him earlier this year to talk about some the permitless carry bill that was being pushed through, because I saw the potential danger in that without education and training. Not so much taking, I don't want to take people's guns away. I feel like that's the first thing people jump to, but he signed the permitless bill. I mean, so many people, like little children, are getting these guns because there's no training, there's no education on gun safety, and how to store your weapons. I'm all for you having guns, but let's do this in a safe way so that little kids aren't getting hold of guns and accidentally shooting themselves or other people.
Right. So you guys are actually on that ballot for November the 3rd.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's close.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited and I'm nervous.
So this week's probably a busy week. You're probably trying to hit every county you can hit this week, right?
I am so slammed this week. Like, I have interviews back to back, canvassing, and trying to think of, oh my goodness, my calendar is just completely full.
Right. Well, thank you for taking time to come out with us tonight for Loafer too.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, these videos are live. We don't go through like a news station and edit them and make sure that we all look good. Rhonda's having a coughing fit here, and I'm saying component instead of opponent. So you have to remember, we all have worked here all day today. So we've been here like 10 hours today. We're all exhausted. So, this is our way of giving back to the community, because I think it's really important that a community knows who is out there representing us. And Amber is just like an everyday person, this is her first time being in politics, so I think she definitely deserves the right to have a good interview, and I thank you for coming out to doing that with us tonight. But, everybody be kind, because these videos are live. We do not edit them, and so when we share the videos, we don't edit them then either, guys. So thanks for coming out with me tonight. I greatly appreciate you coming out on this rainy night, and I wish you the best of luck in the election.
I really appreciate this so much, and I'm sorry that it took me a little while to find the place.
That's okay. That's okay. We appreciate you coming out. Thanks, guys. I hope everybody has a great rest of the afternoon. And don't forget to go share that video and win that Halloween packet this week. See you later.